First and 10 for the Bishop Dunne Falcons as we start the second quarter here at McNair Stadium. And it's going to start with a handoff, and nice play there for the Saints. It's number 57 for them, Alex Nelson making the tackle. And, man, that first quarter flew by. A lot of running plays, and neither offense really being able to do. They both moved the ball quite a bit, and then the defenses ended up winning out.
You know what, did the defenses win out, or did they stall, with missed assignments, not blocking assignments? I mean, we could sit here and talk about that, but you're already seeing some adjustments by what Dunne is doing to put two backs in the backfield, trying to keep the Saints from blitzing.
2nd and 9 play coming up, and a blitz off the edge. Love, and the quarterback able to evade him, and he is tackled downfield by 63 for the Saints, Maddox Epperson, and he scrambles ahead for a first down to the Saints'
yards.
20.
Yeah, Simeon Evans is a fast player. I mean, you could tell when they brought it off the edge, and he what felt good over to the right-hand side. He is not afraid to tuck that ball and get upfield. What I like is he finishes runs. Back with two backs in the backfield, trying to keep Love and the outside linebacker from, giving them fits.
Pass out to the flat, and the receiver hauls it in. He's hit right away by Alvin Chumley, but it's just a 2-yard gain out there. And that ball seemed like it was in the air for a while.
Well, I'll tell you what, I like that it was the only guy that was catching the football there was Evans, his receiver on that outcut. You know what? Yeah, Chumley's got inside leverage on him, but he threw it out there, and his receiver's able to run and get it. Puts him in a 2nd and 7 situation, trying to, once they get inside the red zone here, things change because the area starts to tighten up, Chris.
Scoreless here so far in the first half. And quarterback trying to keep it around the right side, and he runs into a host of Saints led by number 14, Marquand Pope.
On a flag at the top, I'm not sure what we're going to call here. Usually when that side judge throws it, it's an alignment issue.
That's going to be a hold. He must have seen something from the backside of the play because the play was going to the right. It's called on the far side of the field.
It'd be interesting to see if Coach Beck takes this penalty and puts him in 2nd and 18, or if he puts him in a 3rd and about 5. He is going to take the penalty, put him in a 2nd and 18, move him out of that red zone a little bit.
Well, you can't really fault him for that. I mean, we haven't seen either team really make any plays downfield, and, Coach Beck saying, okay, well, you got 2. If you want to go for it on 4th, you got 3, but you got 3 plays to run, or, we're going to make you get short yardage and earn it. And that's the way both offenses have been so far. We haven't really seen but that one throw downfield.
But for the receiver down here who's manned up again now, Saints are playing true cover 0 here too. They're daring them to throw the ball deep. They're man across and going to blitz.
And they're going to swing it out to the running back on the outside, and he's bottled up downfield. He gets a pretty nice gain, and then he's tackled by Lacey.
Yeah, they gets them in a situation, Chris, where they can, they run the swing out of there, try to release him right now, get him in a situation where you've got a 3rd and, probably 14, but it's a manageable, it's 2-down territory, no question about it here. I'm not sure what kind of field goal kicker Dunne has, but I'm going to bet you this is a manageable situation.
Well, if it's incomplete here, you're looking at a 42-yard field goal into the teeth of the wind. So they definitely are going to need to get more yardage, probably if they're going to do field goal. I think you're right. I think they got 2 downs to get 15.
Here comes Love off of this edge again.
Evans steps up in the pocket, buying time, and then he's hit and gets rid of it somehow. And they're calling it incomplete. Wow, it looked like he pumped 2 or 3 times, and then he finally got rid of it right before he was drugged to the ground.
You're correct. He did pump. He was trying to get his receivers, kind of come back to the football. Nice pressure right here. T. Love off of this edge. Boy, he stays in pursuit. Now you gotta appreciate T. Love, the hard-playing young man.
Oh wow, yeah, he just shot putted it right at the line. It looked like he might have been down before he got rid of it.
4th and 15 here.
They leave the offense on the field. Saints defense dropping back. Going to protect the yard to gain.
Everything in front of them.
Evans looking to throw, scrambling.
It's dangerous when he starts moving around.
Gets the corner and comes up and knocked out around the 7-yard line. And wow, that scramble is going to be enough, it looks like, for a first down. Or do we have a flag here?
He got enough for the first down, but I don't know what the call. I don't know what the flag is down here on the Saints sideline.
It's going to be
holding
a hold
against Dunne.
Yeah, I would say anytime a quarterback runs that long, there's got it's tough to go that long and block without grabbing a handful of cloth. Man, what a great effort there. Nothing downfield, was able to get the edge on the Saints defense and scramble for plenty of yardage for the first down, and it's going to go for naught, and looks like the Falcons have wholesale changes coming into the game. This time they're going to punt it away.
Yeah, they're going to punt it away right here. The quarterback's tired, and you know what? They're going to try to pin. They're going to try to pin the Saints deep and see if they can play some defense. This is their number 2 quarterback, who may also be the punter. So, you know what? Look out for a little something here. I wouldn't say on 4th and 25 that's going to happen, but this is the backup quarterback.
Always something to keep an eye on. We've seen the Saints, especially against Regents, look like they were going to punt and pull some miraculous conversions out of those situations. It is going to be a punt. It's going to be a low knuckleball down around the 20-yard line. The Saints are going to stay away from it. The Falcons will down it there. Saints offense will take over. And, this is so far shaping up to the kind of game, like you mentioned, the defenses before that last drive. It's been kind of a defensive battle so far, and that just makes me, just from watching football, not nearly as much as you have, but it's just one of those defensive plays that may be the difference. A fumble recovery, an interception return, something like that, which offense can just make sure they don't make the key mistake.
And I think that's what you're seeing both these teams do. They're saying, you know what, we're not going to give you the short field. You can take it 80 yards and go score on our defense, go ahead. But we're going to count on you to make a mistake here, turn somebody loose in a protection, and we're going to see if we can make a play on defense.
Maddox in the backfield with Epperson. First down, Epperson looking to throw over the middle. He's got Bothwell. Bothwell up ahead to the 25, make it the 24. It's going to be a 4-yard gain.
Got a nice job there. You know what? He ran a little step, turn around, throw it to him, and, they get him on the ground quickly, get you in a manageable 2nd and 5 situation.
Double set here for the Saints. Epperson to Matlock. Matlock only
about 1. They try to run that zone read inside, and I tell you what, Dunne is at home. Their linebackers they're comfortable with how they run. Big, and they've got their nose tackle, Thomas Gort, big defensive, 313 pounds. I mean, he just in there anchoring it in. 3rd and 4.
Epperson once again facing a blitz, gets it to Bothwell. Bothwell breaks away, breaking tackles and into the clear, looking for a block. He's going to be chased down from behind, but not before he's down to the 20-yard line. That
nice job on that.
Is a 55-yard completion from Epperson.
Yeah, again, anytime you can run that shallow cross like that, and then he made that one guy miss who had tackled him earlier in the game. Once he made him miss, he was off to the races. Kendall Newsom did a heck of a job for Dunne to come chase him down. There it is, the 0, and he makes him miss. And when he does, right there, he's off to the races.
Chased down from behind, but not before 55 yards there on 3rd down. And the Saints make the Falcons pay for bringing the all-out blitz. And now Epperson across the middle, trying to find Bothwell again, and he gets there at the same time as the safety in the ball, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, they try to run a skinny post up through the middle of the field, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to challenge the Dunne safeties a little bit, and run the skinny through the middle of the field, couldn't connect on it.
Second and 10. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 20. Hillman in motion.
Shift the trips.
Epperson, quick throw out. Patterson has it, trying to make a move and unable to get away. He had 2 defenders out there pretty quickly on the play.
Nice job by the Dunne defense. They tried to run to trips motion thinking that Dunne would check the coverage to trips. They did not. And you got almost a loss on the play. 3rd and a long, well, I had 3rd and a full 10 right here.
6:43 to go here in the first half, scoreless. Epperson looking to throw. This time Dunne plays coverage, and he finds Hillman in the flat. Hillman making a move at the 10 and down at the 9-yard line, and Hillman was running all alone. Epperson makes the throw, and it's a first down for the Saints.
Well, what a heck of a throw right there. You know what? His feet were kind of messed up, and he slung that ball. Watch the alignment of his feet as we get this cross come across right here. Look at his feet. He didn't step into the throw. He swings it out there with a little turn two baseball look.
Looking to throw again, and this time Epperson's going to be dragged down from behind at the 17, and that's going to be a big loss there on first down all the way. Actually, they're going to mark it around the 18. It's going to be second and goal now from there.
Now, Bodwin came off the edge. Now, this is something that the Saints are going to have to adjust their protection a little bit because, Chris, they're having a hard time with a 3-4 defense and bringing that guy off the edge. They've got to decide, hey, 3 down, and they got called 3 down, and then who are the other 2 guys we're going to pick up? Now, look at these backers up in here this time. They're walked up in these gaps right here. That causes you protection problems.
Swing it out once again to Patterson, looking for a block. He is tripped up just after a short gain of about a yard. And, you know, the Falcons have mixed it up. You said it. They've brought the all-out blitz on third down. They made him pay with the connection to Bothwell and then again to Hillman. And then they played coverage, and, you know, they were able to play defense and keep these bubble screens in check from the Saints. So definitely a chess match going on out there.
And they're just gonna back up, play it a little soft right here, try to keep everything in front of them. You say that, and then the backer walks up in the gap again.
Third and goal.
They get off the edge again, and
ball to 17. Epperson pumps, throws into the end zone, and it's going to be picked off, coming out, and then thrown down by Bothwell, the interceptor at the 5-yard line, and Bothwell expressing a little bit of frustration there.
Well, that's why you got to live to fight another day, Chris. You know what? It wasn't there. That throw wasn't there. And you know what? Anytime you put the ball up in the air, and especially you go to the middle of the field late, and you look at him throwing off his back foot again, that time it cost him. You know, tough situation right there. Both these defenses are playing really good football. You can't turn the ball over down there in the red zone.
No, and even more, you know, hindsight's 20/20, obviously, but, you know, throwing that ball away, we've seen Andrew Lynn kick from 40-plus yards, especially with the wind at his back. It's probably an easy field goal situation to go ahead and get some points on the board as well.
Young guy and experienced. Now let's see if the Saints can press him back in this end zone.
It's going to be a handoff straight ahead up to the 5-yard line and nothing. Guess who?
Cayman Lane. Yeah, they try to run that inside hitter again, thinking that they were going to catch the Saints blitz, and they did not. Cayman Lane stayed at home and made the tackle. 4:40 to go right here. Now this will be interesting to see if Coach Beck may use some of his timeouts to try to save some of this clock going into the half.
Falcons QB with his foot on the goal line, and it looks like we got a false start, so that's going to be half the distance to the goal line. They're going to fall back a couple more yards.
I'll be surprised to see Brian Edmondson pressure him right here and see if he can get him to turn the ball back over, Chris. Anytime you get backed up like this, as a coach, it's unnerving because you really don't have any good calls, especially for a defense like the Saints defense who can bring the blitz and can bring the heat, and it shows you the ability to bring the heat.
And cover. I mean, they've got really good cover guys in the back end, and they've returned multiple interceptions for touchdowns so far this year too, so you don't want to be throwing it up for grabs. You may be 6 the other way. Blitz, quick throw out to the flat, stepping back into the end zone, and then I don't know if he made it back out.
The safety.
He
did not.
We haven't seen the signal yet. They're calling it a safety, and the Saints are going to take a 2-0 lead. Wow, what a mistake there.
Yeah, well, what happened now, let me tell you something. Watch Tony Lacey. The safety comes down to blitz right here, and you don't see him, but he comes hot. They've got to get this football out. Now, once they get it out, you're one-on-one out there, but what a great tackle. I mean, on the ground, and watch the pursuit. Watch the Saints defense pursuing. That's what you want to see as a coordinator, guys flying around.
It looked like he caught it outside of the end zone and stepped back to kind of gain his composure, and then the Saints were right there, as you said. You've got 6 Saints there in the frame, and that is going to be a safety. The Falcons are going to be awarded a free kick, and we'll see that and the rest of the first half when we come back.